Hello and welcome to Get Creative. I'm Evan Schmidt, and my guest today is Matthew Clark. He's the owner of StraightEIGHT Films, a film production company based in Seattle, Washington. Hey Matt, thanks for coming on the show today. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thanks for having me, Evan. I'm a filmmaker and part documentarian, part commercial filmmaker. So kind of the bulk of what I do is commercial stuff, brand films for people like Microsoft and T-Mobile, Intuitive Surgical are just a few of the current people I've been working with. This last summer I finished a big project for recruitment for Deloitte, which was a lot of fun. So it's kind of a mix of stuff. And then on my own time, I like to make films about real people and what they're up to.
Nice. So a lot of creative stuff going on, creative juices flowing. So what's something that you really like to share today that you've learned?
You know, in reflecting back on all the things that I've made over the years, it seems like the stuff that really sticks out and the things that really grab people's attention are the projects I make for myself, not necessarily the commercial paid jobs. So, you know, the music videos or the side projects, the things that you just, come up with on your own time, you make with your friends or, you just hunker down and make for yourself. And those things, the things that excite me, are usually the things that people see, really what I can do. And I think from a filmmaker or any kind of creative standpoint, making those pieces that, you need to make for yourself, I think are the most important pieces. And in the end, that's the stuff that people see and think about, when they think of you as an artist. And it's like, it's just important to be able to make your own work, to feed your own soul and your own creative needs and get out there and explore. And I find that that's the work that is really fulfilling at the end of the day. It's fun making work for other people, and I learn a lot. My job is sort of like like being on a field trip all the time. I get to learn so much about technology, about people's jobs, about what they do in their real lives. It's awesome, but and it's a great job. It's not like, I often say it's not like a real job in a way, but when I work for myself and when I make my own projects, that's when things really shine and when I'm really fired up about what I do.
Yeah, I've heard the same thing a couple of times. It's like one's for the real and one's for the meal, kind of.
Yeah, sometimes, you're making one just for a paycheck, and, it's not like I don't get things from those projects that I'm commissioned to do. Certainly, it's, there's a lot that comes from that. I learn a lot about technique. I learn a lot about communicating, how to set expectations, and all of that stuff is really important. But man, at the end of the day, when you're deciding what you want to do because of the story or because of the technique that you want to explore or whatever, you let those things guide you, those creative choices, instead of, what needs to happen for somebody's brand or somebody's budget or whatever. You can just do whatever you want to do and figure out how to make it, at the end of the day. It's just so much fun.
Yeah. So what are you working on right now?
Well, I just finished up a big project for Fred Hutch Cancer Research Center, which was kind of a part passion project, part commission. They asked us to join with them on their team, and the goal of that project was to tell the story of the gift of time and how it relates to cancer patients when it, whether it's researching and finding cures for cancer and the time that it takes to allow researchers to really dig in, or the time that patients get when they've found a cure, and the simple time that they have back to be able to spend with friends and family. So we explored that concept on multiple levels, and it was a really, really fun project. And that was really exciting and fulfilling. And so that's just got cleared off our plate, and we're sort of honestly picking up the pieces from 2.5 months of being deep into that project. And so haven't quite stepped off into the new one, but looking to the new year for some new fun projects to explore, and I'm just sort of getting ready for a new year.
That sounds so powerful just hearing about it. So where can people find that and more information about you?
They can find more information about me, and they can see that Fred Hutch project on my website, which is StraightEIGHTfilms.com, all one word. It's straight, like StraightEIGHT films, StraightEIGHTfilms.com. So that's where all that stuff resides.
Sounds good. Well, Matt, thanks for coming on the show today and making some time and getting creative with us.
Thanks, Evan.
That's it for another episode of Get Creative. You can find more information about my guest in the show notes. Be sure to subscribe so that you get the next episode in your sleep. And please give the show a review. For more information about me, go to evanschmidt.com, follow me on Twitter and LinkedIn, and watch my vlog on YouTube where I share lessons that I've learned. Thank you for listening. Now go get creative.